All right, welcome back, everybody, to For the Sake of the Parlay. Today is April 14th, 2026. And what we're going to do, as always, is review yesterday's parlay of the day and give you today's parlay of the day. Let me tell you why you need to subscribe right now, all right? Now, we are giving you daily content, and I mean daily content. This is literally my full-time job, is making these videos and these parlays, okay? Secondly, this is full transparency, okay? We are providing betting slips. We are making these parlays, and we are actually doing them, okay? We're not hiding, and we are really betting, okay? This is a gambler's channel, and we are here for gamblers. Lastly, we are here to vent, okay? We are on a little bit of losing streak right now. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. But like I said, this is my full-time job, and we're going to make a comment section of these videos, a community where people can vent and share their success stories or their close failures. This is a gambling channel, and we want to be a positive part of the gambling community. So if you have a bad beat, let us know. Also, if you have any success, let us know, and maybe we'll feature your story or your parlay in a future video. All right, so why don't you just do me a favor, like and subscribe for the sake of the parlay to get this daily gambling content. And before we get into the review of yesterday's parlay today and today's parlay today, let's take a look at this clip from Instagram from my man, Don CEP Official.
The Red Sox down 11-0 in 3 innings. Is this the mercy rule? Is Crochet pitching? How is he this bad? He used to be the best pitcher. Now he can't do nothing? 3 innings, 11 runs is diabolical work.
All right, so my man is 100% right with everything he said. I share his frustration, but hey, that's part of gambling, and that's why y'all here, to get this daily gambling content, get these parlays. Hey, we ain't scared. We'll show you when we lose, and we'll show you when we win, all right? And we will be winning soon, and today is a good day for that. But yesterday, we wound up going 3 out of 8, okay? And I'm going to explain each one of these losses and give you some feedback and explanations on each one of them. Garrett Crochet, his over-under for his strikeouts was 7.5 yesterday. Garrett Crochet, he recorded 0 strikeouts and gave up 10 earned runs and 11 runs in 2 innings, okay? Now, this is a perfect time for the FBI to be investigating, okay? Like, this is the equivalent of Steph Curry having a prop for like 3.5 threes or something, and then all he come in and do is post up somebody all game and then leave, okay? That's exactly what happened with Garrett Crochet. He's one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball, but yeah, he gave up 10 earned runs and 11 runs in 2 innings, okay? And that was flat out pitiful. I might want to call the FBI my goddamn self, okay? Because this makes absolutely no sense. And obviously, him giving up 11 runs in 2 innings crushed that under 7.5 for the whole game, which is absolutely crazy. There was 19 runs scored in this game total, which I'm still in disbelief about. All right, next I want to talk about the Dodgers game. There's a couple things I want to notice about that. One, Robleski, the Dodgers pitcher, he probably had one of the best pitching performances this season in all of Major League Baseball. Okay, another thing I want to mention too was it was raining and it was kind of cold in LA last night. So, yeah, there weren't that many fly balls. And then also, as far as Teoscar Hernandez scoring, he did not score. He got on base 3 different times. He walked twice and he got 1 hit. So it's actually a very good game, but it's just very unlucky that he did not actually score or record an RBI. He had 1 double and 2 walks. So he got on 3 times and he did not score. So he was very close to scoring 3 times, but like I said, just very unlucky that he didn't. All right, and over in the NHL, we were wrong about the over 6.5. The Edmonton Oilers and Colorado Avalanche went into overtime and actually went into a shootout, and Colorado won in a shootout. So I was wrong about these teams not playing close to the playoffs because it's only 1 or 2 games left for most teams. But yeah, they played their hearts out, and it was a very tight and suspenseful game. Only 3 goals scored, and actually that last goal was the shootout goal because Colorado won in a shootout. So I feel like going in the playoffs, these teams will be scoring a lot, but we'll see. All right. Well, with our 3 right picks, the first right pick was Philadelphia Flyers. They did win their game. It was a very closely played game and a tight game, but Philly wound up winning, okay? And it was very important for them to win because they secured the last playoff spot in the East for the NHL, okay? So I was right with them. This was a win or go home game, and they wound up winning. All right, the next game, we took the under 6.5 in the Rangers and Panthers game, and this was Jonathan Quick, who is the goalie for the New York Rangers. This was his last game of his career, and statistically, it wasn't a very good game. I mean, he did give up 3 goals and only 17 shots, so yeah, 3 of the 17 were goals, so that's not very good. But hey, the game did go under. We called the under. Felt like he'd be playing a little bit harder for his last game of his career, which is right. And hey, all we want is green. We don't care how it's done. It's green. The score was 3-2, and that is under 6.5. And the last game that we were right about was the Buffalo Sabres at the Chicago Blackhawks. Buffalo dominated and completely obliterated Chicago. Chicago was one of the worst teams in the NHL versus one of the best teams in the Buffalo Sabres. My man Tage Thompson, he even scored 2 goals just for icing on the cake. The Buffalo Sabres didn't need this game. They're already secured in the playoffs. But, yeah, they absolutely dominated Chicago, and I called it. All right, let's review the alternate lines from yesterday. So this is the first time I've been wrong on the alternate lines. We took the over 5.5 in the Colorado-Edmonton game. That game only scored 3 goals. It was 1-1 at the end of regulation, and then they went into overtime and then a shootout. So, hey, it was one of those tough-played hockey games, and, yeah, it went under. I was wrong about that one. And then, obviously, in that Boston Red Sox and Minnesota Twins game, the fucking FBI needs to investigate. It was 19 runs scored and 11 runs scored in 2 innings. So, yes, that under 7.5 was done the first inning, and the under 9 was done at the same time, okay? Then we took the under 7.5 with the New York Rangers and the Florida Panthers game. I was right about that. Jonathan Quick, even though statistically he had a bad game, it still went under. It went under 6.5, so that means that it definitely went under 7.5. So that was actually a good alternate line pick. Just give yourself a little cushion, and that's what you want to do when you're making your parlays. For the sake of the parlay, you want to pick a better pick when you can. Okay, so here's today's parlay of the day for April 14th, 2026. So first in NHL, we're going to take the Calgary Flames at home plus 1.5 on the puck line. Then we're going to take the Baltimore Orioles on the money line. Then we're going to take the Yankees on the money line. Then we're going to take the under in the San Francisco Giants and Cincinnati Reds. Then we're going to take the St. Louis Blues on the money line. Then the under 6.5 in the Devils and Bruins game. Then we're going to take the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. And also, lastly, we're going to take the Canadiens, the Montreal Canadiens on the money line. So to start off, for the explanations for the parlay of the day, we're going to take Calgary at plus 1.5. Calgary is not in the playoffs, but they've been playing spoiler all year. And I feel like one of the last home games of the year, they're going to pull off a win. So I'll take them with the puck line at plus 1.5 to give yourself a little cushion. Next, we're going to take Baltimore Orioles at home on the money line. And hey, I'm just taking Baltimore just because they're the home team. Should be a pretty even matchup, but I like Baltimore to win at home. Next, I'll take the Yankees on the money line. They should win playing at home. I believe that they're a better team than the Angels. Last night was a very high-scoring game. I believe that the same will happen tonight, and I'll just take the Yankees on the money line. Next, we have the San Francisco Giants at the Cincinnati Reds. Now, my man Robbie Ray is pitching. Robbie Ray is very volatile, okay? He's either going to get a whole bunch of strikeouts or it's going to be another game like Eric Crochet last night, okay, and giving up like 20 runs and shit like that. But I like Robbie Ray. It should be a low-scoring game, and I'll just take the under at the Cincinnati Reds. Next, we're going to take the St. Louis Blues to beat the Pittsburgh Penguins at home. We'll take the Blues to win at home, Feel like they're going to start off fast. They're not in the playoffs anymore, but same situation as Calgary. They're playing at home. They want to impress their home fans. Hey, it's a pride game, okay? They don't really have much to play for, but I believe they will win. Next, we have the New Jersey Devils playing at the Boston Bruins. I just feel like this is going to be a low-scoring game. People are getting ready for that playoff hockey. The New Jersey Devils are not in it, but the Boston Bruins are. And they just both have slower playing styles. So this favors the under, so we'll take the under 6.5 in this spot. All right, next we're going to take the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line against the Chicago White Sox. The starting pitcher, McClanahan, is really good, okay? That's just some inside information y'all get from me. He's actually really, really, really good. And I think that they will blow out the Chicago White Sox. So we're going to take the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. All right, and lastly, we're going to take the Montreal Canadiens to beat the Philadelphia Flyers. The Philadelphia Flyers just had an emotional overtime game last night against the Carolina Hurricanes to get into the playoffs. I feel like Montreal's going to come in here in playoff form and beat them and take the victory. So, yeah, and plus I do believe that the Montreal Canadiens are just the overall better team. And stay tuned for this being the first year in a very long time that a Canadian team wins the Stanley Cup. All right, so there you have it. That was the parlay of the day today. Just remember, winners never quit. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and one good parlay can make your day. All right, so we'll catch y'all next time, which will be tomorrow with another video on a parlay of the day. Good luck.